Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, while in the church, the DCP party leader, Gashaba, made a statement that is raising eyebrows in this country, and it has become a serious discussion. Now, this was in line with what he alleged that they had agreed with Kalonzo Musyoka on how they're going to work going forward in that coalition that they will have. Remember, before we say anything, Kalonzo and Gachagwa are not in any coalition package. We just have a united opposition that brings several political parties to the table, where Eugene Wamalwa is sitting, where Matiang'i is sitting, where Kalonzo, Gachagwa, and other leaders are sitting, planning on how they can take on this regime in order to capture power in 2027. So, Gachagwa said something, that they have agreed with Kalonzo Musyoka as a party, DCP and Wiper party, on how they're going to play their politics in Nairobi. That in that agreement, DCP will produce the governor candidate, senator candidate, woman rep candidate in Nairobi. So all the three major seats in Nairobi will be given to DCP. As if that was not enough, he went further to say that out of 17 members of parliamentary seats, 16 will go to DCP. That means one for Wiper. Now, he is not saying that they will get these members of parliament. He is saying they will field. That DCP will be allowed to field 16 MP seats. Then Wiper one parliamentary seat, even though itakuwa. He went further and alleged that out of 88 MCS, the 85 seats, the 75 seats will go to DCP. Then the remaining few, which is like 5%, will go to Wiper. There are reasons why Gachagwa is saying this, and there is deeper discussion these two might be having that I would want us to look into, not just on this number that is giving. There is something that Gachagwa is trying to reveal here in direct.
Sana, DCP is a party for Nairobi, na hii ndio chanzo ya siasa yetu hapa Nairobi. Na sisi tumepangana vizuri na kiongozi wa Wiper ambaye ndiye amekuwa akisaidia ODM hapa Nairobi. Tumekubaliana kiti cha gavana kitachukuliwa na DCP. Kiti cha seneta kitachukuliwa na DCP. Kiti cha women rep kitachukuliwa na DCP. Tumekubaliana na Wiper kati ya viti 17. Kati ya DCP na Wiper tutachukua viti 16. Na kati ya viti 85 ya ward between DCP and Wiper tutachukua 75. Kwa hivyo watu wetu, msitishwe, msiangaishwe, muvumilie. Utire bulete kagate. Na msijali maneno.
In another video, Kalonzo Musyoka is disputing these remarks. And Kalonzo Musyoka's video is older than Gachagwa's video. Yani ya Gachagwa ni ya juzi, ya Kalonzo ni ya kitambo kiasi. We will be revisiting that video. But what I'm learning in this statement for Gachagwa is that if DCP is fielding those candidates in Nairobi, especially the three major positions, This one reveals that there is a possibility that Rigathi Gachagua is going to endorse and support Kalonzo Musyoka. But for that matter, Kalonzo has to give back. And giving back means waachiwe Nairobi. You know the arrangement that Azimio had with the Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila, the arrangement. Wakasema governor wapewe Nairobi, running mate wapewe. Then tukajiuliza, the best arrangement these people would have had is that if you are saying Mount Kenya running mate, Kalonzo prime CS, acha Nairobi kwa Waluya, akuwe ndio governor. But they took like everything and they failed. Gachagua is trying the same thing. He might fail unless he is careful, or if DCP will not produce the running mate and they will not produce the prime CS. But watauliza zaidi ya hiyo. So Gachagua is revealing to us that there is a possibility he will support Kalonzo Musyoka. But he wants to support Kalonzo Musyoka, who is very weak, in order to manage Kalonzo Musyoka. He wants a weak Kalonzo Musyoka, such that he is all powerful and he can dictate everything directly through his numbers. When you are in charge of Nairobi, you have more members of parliament. Imagine out of 17 parliamentary seats, you want 16 in Nairobi. Then you go home, you want everything. So he wanted to have a strong political party more than what Kalonzo Musyoka will have. That means you are the president, but powers lies in my hands. If you want to pass bills, you depend on me. This is a revelation. But with such kind of a move, is it meant to build the opposition, or this is very destructive to the opposition? Such a statement shows greediness. It shows a man who is self-centered. And Gachagua cannot be a good coalition leader if this is the kind of statement that he is having. This cannot build the opposition. It will destroy. There is no difference between Gachagua and William Ruto when it comes to multi-party democracy, if that is the statement that he has. Remember kuna DAPK iko hapo, Jubilee wako hapo. This is what he's saying. Now, in another statement, Kalonzo said something differently. Kalonzo said that there is a propaganda that Wiper has left all the seats in Nairobi to DCP. What he believed is that this is just a propaganda to bring a division between him and Rigathi Gachagua. So Kalonzo alisema hii kabla Gachagua aseme hii. Now look at that kind of statement.
Na wache hii propaganda kusema ati Wiper imeachia DCP vitu vyote Nairobi. You know, they have to try everything wagonganishe Kalonzo na Gachagua. Baitumu kwenda tukonganwa.
Now, we are concluding this discussion. But before we do that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, when you look at Kalonzo Musyoka's statement, then what Gachagua has said, you see a contradiction. This reveals that there is nothing Gachagua and Kalonzo have concretely agreed on as far as fielding candidates and working together. But it seems Gachagua has started to drum up support, mainly with an aim to test the water. how deep is the water? That what can be the reaction from Kalonzo Musyoka? Another sema nini? What about his people? Remember, Wiper Party has parliamentary seats even in Nairobi. Wako na MCS Nairobi. So Gachagua is testing the reaction of the Wiper Party and the Kenyan people at large, in as much as he's making statement that is pleasing some quarters. And if they will go to agreement, this can be some of the things that he will be asking Kalonzo Musyoka. Nitakupea president, kura ya Mount Kenya utapata kama ni 5 milioni ninataka nikutafutie, lakini niachie Nairobi kila kitu. That argument will be there. It will depend on how Kalonzo will argue on this. But what I see Gachagua, who has learned so many tricks from William Ruto on how he's managing his politics. Gachagua wants to work with other people, but not from a position of strength. He wants to engage them on position of weakness, so that he can manage them and manipulate them where necessary. What can you say about such a video? I don't know your views, but please let us know in the comment section so that we can continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.